Good morning, YouTubers. Just wanted to show you a little bit. I got the hutch organized the way I wanted. I got a few things left to do on it. It's been kind of busy around here. I got a saddlebags and stuff I've been working on, and it's been really kicking my butt. And then I'm in the process of trying to clean the shop up, get everything organized. I'm trying to drum up some business and just get everything going. I would like to give a shout out to Justin Dowell and Nestor for getting together and collaborating. That was pretty awesome. I watched both of their videos, and I think they're both heading in the right direction, and I give them, for two young men to be so level-headed, I give them both credit. It's hard this day and age to run your own business and to, to be able to run it and be successful at it. And, you have people from every direction. You have friends, you have acquaintances, and don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that are, that will stand behind you, but most of the time you get a lot of negative from your friends or cohorts, as I like to call them. But I give them both credit. They sit down and they look like they had a good conversation, and they, I like to see that, because if we could all help one another out, and especially in the YouTube community, and help one another out in business, that's the name of the game. It's not the cutthroat doggy dog. And don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that like doing business that way, and that's all they know, and that's their way of doing things. But my way is just, I feel that you could be in business and be successful and not have to cut somebody's throat to stay in business or be in business. And I get told, and I've had gentlemen tell me, he said, well, you're not going to stay in business very long if you're not a cutthroat. And to me, I said, well, my opinion, I'm a God-fearing person, and I feel if I did that, it would come back to me, and I don't want to be judged on something that I did to somebody down the line. And there's a lot of people out there that don't believe that way, and that's fine. But I have my beliefs, and if it takes for me to cut somebody's throat to be in business and that, then I guess I just don't want that aspect of doing business that way. But back to the other two young men, I give them both kudos. I like the way they presented themselves, and Justin Dowell had some great questions. I was very impressed with his questions, and I was impressed with the answers that he got, and that's the main thing is, we all have our way of doing business. And my way may be not the way that somebody does business, but I wished I would have had somebody there that I could have talked to. I have friends that are in business and that, but I don't think I asked the right questions. I wish that I, went more in depth, about leasing a place, about, leasing my equipment versus buying, or like Nestor did. He bought a lot of his equipment. And don't get me wrong, I had some of my equipment, my tools and things was paid for. But when I got in the business, there was certain equipment that I needed, and I went out and spent some money that I probably should have, rather than just leased it, I should have bought it outright, and I'd have been better off, because now with business being slow, it's sometimes a struggle. And my business is different than automotive. Don't get me wrong, I'm in the automotive and I do custom work for motorcycles and cars and things, and I do window tinting every now and then, or I have a guy that does it for me, and it generates enough. But you know, it's them jobs that you get that, you know, if you have a mistake or a snafu and you got to eat the cost, it really hurts. And I guess that's the thing is, with the automotive part of it, people have to have their vehicle, whether it's a timing chain, whether it's oil or whatever. With the custom shops and things, and that we've got plenty of them around here, they can go to anybody and have it done. They don't have to have it. That's not a necessity. With your oil changes and timing belts and things like that in the automotive part, it is, that is a necessity to keep the car running so you can get to work. But, with the trucks and things and the accessories and that's just a want. It's not something that you need to do or have. Yeah, you want it. It's kind of like the box back here. I really didn't need it. It was a want. It is for the business. It is, I can use it as, a tax deduction or whatever. But that's here and there. You need to be generating enough in your business, and to be successful. That's the name of the game. And if you have somebody to help guide you along the way, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I read a lot of motivational books. I've got a board in here that I've got a lot of motivational sayings. There's one in particular that I fall back on, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's, 6 rules to success. We all have different challenges, and don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that can glide right through stuff and things seem to go their way. And then there's others of us that scrape and you just barely keep your head above water. And I think it's just a test for what's to come, because you're going to have challenges, you're going to have mistakes, you're going to have people out there that's going to try to knock you off the ladder. I know a couple custom shops that they're out there for themselves, and that's fine. But there's other ones that I've worked with that they're custom shops, and they do different things than what I do. They have some of the same, the window tinting or the running boards, but a couple of them do like upholstery and things like that, and that's something that I don't have. If I had a guy that I could hire or work partners with, I'd probably do it. That's just when I get bigger, and I'd like to get bigger, but I don't want to get so big. I want to still be in control, and I don't want it so big to where I have to pay employees, I guess. I've just done everything myself. I feel that I can rely on myself, and I've been burned so many times that I don't feel that having an employee or have to trust in that employee to help me make my business run. I can't do it. I've just seen too many people burned by their employees, or they've hired a friend or something and thinking that they were a great friend or whatever, and then come back and they got burned by their own friend. And I'm not saying that there's some people out there that don't think of that, and all it takes is one time like that, and you're a little bit dubious of doing that. And that's where I give Nestor and Justin Dowell credit, Justin asked the right questions in my opinion. And that's the whole key, write down your goals, write down what you want to achieve with your business, write down um, everything that you need, have your ducks in a row, have 50 to $100,000. You got to have at least 2 to 3 years. I'm telling you right now, 2 to 3 years, and it seems like a lot of money, guys. But if you don't do that, you're not going to stay in business very long. I had a retirement that I've used to help me with my business, and the money goes quickly, and especially if you've got household expenses, house payments, things like that. If you can afford to, what do I want to say? Just have everything, to where most of your business stuff is paid for. That way you're not going to have payments. You're not going to, and if you can do it with your house too, if you've got a house payment and you've got shop rent, you might take into consideration that money is going to, double and triple and go just as fast. And especially if you have 3 bad months or you have 6 bad months, and you're not generating any money, all that money's got to go back into that business. You can count on not taking a wage from the business. That's why they tell you 3 to 5 years. And I truly believe that. I'm almost into my 3rd year, and there's good months and there's bad months. And right now, people's just not letting go of their money. They're doing the have-to things, the oil changes, the getting their car repaired. I had a gentleman that was going to come in and he was going to spend a big amount of money, and something come up. And, I understand he's got family. So he's got to deal with the family, and he's got to support his family. So his toys, or whatever you want to call it, will come later. And I had another gentleman that's been waiting on a bonus. And, the bonus hasn't come through for him. And he wanted us to do some lighting, and we'll eventually do it. But, that's here nor there. You got to count on people. You think that you've got deals lined up, and then you got cancellations. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Just be prepared for the worst. And owning your own business isn't as, what do I want to say, it's not peaches and cream like everybody lets on. I get all the time that, oh, you're your own boss, or, oh, and yeah, I'm my own boss, but there's times that I'm also the janitor, I'm also the employee, and as an employee, I'm not getting squat. I haven't, all my money's going back into the business, and that's the key there. Y'all have seen my cars. I'm in the process of thinking about selling one of my project cars, because I want to put the money back into the business. I want the business to be successful, and a lot of people don't understand that. I've sacrificed a lot to make this go, and right now it's kind of, things are just slow, and I'm sure we'll start picking up. I'm getting calls and things, but it has its peaks and valleys. And I've got a friend that owns a mechanic shop, and he said his is just steady all the way, and he wished his would escalate. And like I told him, I tried to get him to join the chamber, or I tried to get him to come to some of the different meetings and deals that I go to. The different things. I think if he would do that, he could promote his business, and it could be better. But that's, I've told him that, but that's his opinion. He said he's always done it. He's kind of struggled, and he said there's some months that he does really good, and other months he don't. And you know, I've been to the networking deals, and some people it works great for. For him, I think it would be great. Um, I've been to a couple of them, and I talked to a couple gentlemen on it, and you know, for what I do in the custom business, and that there's so many custom shops around, and so, excuse me, they're already in with the car dealers and things, that you know, it would be kind of foolish for me to get into some of them groups, because it won't, you know, I just don't see it would help me. But I think it would help an automotive guy that's getting started or whatever. But you know, I'm rambling this morning, and I just kind of wanted to touch base with you a little bit, and I wanted to give a shout out to Justin and Nestor for doing the videos. It was pretty awesome, and thanks to everybody that's watching my videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody commenting on my box the other day. I was pretty stoked about it. It's, you know, it's one of them deals that, you know, you work hard for what you have, and you want to try to keep what you have. And you know, that's my accomplishment there. I feel good. You know, the business has helped pay for part of that. Excuse me. The YouTube videos are help pay for part of it. So you know, I feel that I've accomplished something anyway. You know, I haven't totally what I want to say, waste my time or whatever. And I appreciate every one of you out there that has subscribed. I'm trying to learn a lot of the YouTube stuff and the YouTube sayings and things, or you know, the stuff on your videos and stuff. But I just, you know, kind of wanted to share a little bit with you today, and like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a blessed day, and we will see you in the next video, and God bless. Kind of wanted to show you guys what I did. I took some vinyl that I had, and I stuck it to my stickers on the side. These were, you could see all the way through them, but I had to add my green. I was going to try to find some purple, but I didn't have any purple, so I used this vinyl that I had. Been kind of messing with my vinyl plotter. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I got my old Mopar emblem there. I helped a guy fix something. I don't know if I showed you this the other day, but I got my magnet crow's feet over there. I done my batteries, got them up on this. I just think they look better. I like the way my this fits in there. I wished I'd have kind of lowered it a little bit, but I think it's going to work a lot better, and I can put stuff under here. That's why I raised it up a little bit. I'm thinking about just getting a screwdriver holder deal for these. I just really did. I had my hammers up there. I have had 2 or 3 different things up there, and I really didn't like them. And then guys, I just wanted to tell you about, I use this a lot of times. I've got an old paintbrush, and I like to use it just to, I know this takes a lot of dust, or my shop is very dusty, so I can take this paintbrush and just kind of sweep off the top of the box, and you know, it works good. And I can, a lot of times it'll get dusty up here, and it just seems to kind of work. The light, he's fixing to get my, hopefully he'll bring it this Thursday. My LED lights are coming. It's just, I kind of like that, you know, I got this where I can put all my butane in it. I can keep my Tap Magic and my anise all here to where, you know, I don't have it down in the drawer. And I like these because I can pull them out and clean them. That's what I really didn't like about the putting the anise, especially my Tap Magic in my drawer. A lot of times the you know, your Tap Magic, you wipe them down and everything and they'll still leak. And at least with this, I can pull that out and it'll hold it in this container, and I can wipe it out and clean it every now and then, and that's handy. I like that I can, you know, get to some of my stuff here. And overall, I'm tickled to death with the way it turned out, and I just kind of wanted to show you that this morning. I'll probably edit this into my video I did earlier this morning also, so you'll probably see 2 videos in one. But overall, I'm tickled pink with it, and I just kind of wanted to show you. I double-sided sticky taped this, and then I'm gonna try to get this up out of the way. I haven't decided. I wish I'd have put it up on top to where I could have hid this, but I wasn't thinking when I run it, so it is what it is. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.